Hey everyone, Ben here and welcome to Motivation to Invest. Meme stocks are back and AMC has been on an absolute rampage. So check out this meme right here. So we can see AMC is risen back from the dead. The stock has been on a rampage. So from the 24th of May, 2021, the stock was $13 per share. It went on a rampage. It's been up 357%. Now, bear in mind, guys, these crazy meme stocks, they do go up fast, but they also come down extremely fast. So as you can see here, big crash by 18%. I believe that was in a single day. These are extremely volatile stocks. This is not financial advice, guys, at all. Now, full disclosure, guys, I'm not personally invested into any of these meme stocks right now. However, the reason I'm covering these stocks on this channel is I've received a number of questions from you guys asking me about these stocks, saying, Ben, they're going up by 400, 500%. Should I invest? Should I trade them? Why is the stock going up? So in this video, I'm going to give you guys a brief overview of the AMC saga and the fact that it seems like the short squeeze isn't over. In fact, many people thought it was. In fact, it's actually back. So there are many people who are actually making a heap load of money in these stocks right now, but also a lot of people will lose a lot of money in these stocks also. So this will be a really interesting video, guys, and you're going to want to stick around all the way till the end.
Stocks only go up.
Remember, if you haven't subscribed, feel free to join the community by hitting that subscribe button, turning that notification bell on. Usually we focus on deep dive stock analysis and investing research, and if you do appreciate valuable updates like this, feel free to give this video a big thumbs up. And with that being said, let's dive in. So firstly, straight off the bat, is AMC an investment? Well, checking out the fundamentals of the company, personally, I don't think AMC is an investment, but it could be a trade. So from an investment point of view, the valuation of the company is extremely high with a price of sales of 69. Many of their movie theaters all over the world are still closed at the moment. I actually live very close to one of them at the moment. And I believe it's just started to reopen, and that's in the UK. The company is currently burning through around $3 billion per year. However, that's projected to actually decrease to around $1.5 billion per year burning capital. The revenues are projected to be around $2 billion in 2021 and $5 billion in 2022. So the revenue is projected to grow over the next few years and its losses are predicted to decrease, but it's still not looking like a fantastic company at the moment. The company has a very weak balance sheet. And yeah, from a fundamentals perspective, for me personally, it's definitely not an investment. According to Stockopedia here, it's a momentum trap. So there's a heap load of momentum behind the stock. It could be a momentum trade. And that's why I put here, this is definitely not financial advice. This is for the diamond-handed, Reddit-style crazy meme investors. But I am covering the stock because quite a few interesting things have been happening with AMC, which does make it a little bit different to GameStop. So firstly, the AMC CEO actually used his brain and did what I mentioned in a previous video a few months back, and that was the fact that at AMC's elevated stock price, if they just raise some capital, they could actually change the fundamentals of the company and actually improve the prospects of the business for the future, and they did exactly that. So AMC raised nearly $1 billion in funding to survive the pandemic winter and says bankruptcy is completely off the table. So with this $1 billion, the company actually started to pay down some of their debt and actually improve the prospects of the business. Well, hopping in right here, as you can see, the stock's been on a monster bull run. It was up by 400%, which was just crazy, really. So it went from $10 per share to close to $60 per share, which is crazy. There's been a major correction down, so it dropped 20% in a single day. So this is the volatility, which is extremely difficult to stomach, which is why I'm not personally invested into any of these stocks at this time, but I am tracking them very closely because they are very interesting at the moment. So the stock is currently trading above its moving average here. So from what I can see here, the stock could correct back to its moving average at around $30 per share. So it could have further to plummet. If I look at the Fibonacci retracement, which shows some support lines here, could easily drop to $40 also, which is previous support for this company. On the MACD, we can see here there was a lot of bullish volume as the stock got to here, and then now there is a bit of a crossover at the top, and it's not started to actually gain support and actually rebound as of yet. But this could be a really interesting stock to watch from a technicals perspective. This is not something which you can buy and hold for the next 10 years. This is stock you need to watch every hour of every day just to make sure you're not losing money if you were trading this investment. So despite the correction, why has the AMC stock been rallying? Well, the short squeeze apparently is not over. So firstly, a few definitions for those of you guys that don't know. So a short is basically betting that a stock will fall, and this is what many hedge funds have done with stocks such as AMC. So at the moment, 20% of AMC's outstanding shares are actually shorted. Now that's a serious amount, and that means there is possibility of a short squeeze. So what is a short squeeze? Well, a short squeeze is basically where an investor, let's say a hedge fund, has a major short position on a stock. And when that stock started to rise, this happened with Tesla, this happened with GameStop, this happened with AMC. When the stock starts to rise, the investor must cover their short position by buying shares in the stock. And this again causes the stock to rise even more. And it's a positively reinforcing cycle which increases the stock price to the moon.
Stocks only go up.
Now, when GameStop and AMC stock crashed a few months back, many people thought that was over. The meme stocks are out of the market. However, it seems they're having a rebound and these stocks are still heavily shorted. So it's pretty clear that the hedge funds haven't learned their lesson. There's also an interesting thing going on called a gamma squeeze. So shout out to Wall Street Bets for this information on Reddit. So there's a lot of options between 30 and 40 being placed, which causes market makers to buy more shares, causing what's called a gamma squeeze. So diving in here, we can see all these options here which have been purchased. So basically, option volume is particularly high at $30, $35, and $40. And as the price moves closer to these strike prices, market makers have got to buy more shares in order to stay delta neutral. Now, that may sound complicated, but think about this as very similar to a short squeeze, but this is called a gamma squeeze, and it's basically to do with options. So gamma squeeze is caused by an incrementation of options being placed, which causes market makers to buy more shares to minimize their risk. So shout out to this Reddit user here, Ethan Plea, for this valuable information on a gamma squeeze. So there is actually some really interesting research in here. It's quite difficult to actually verify because there's quite a lot of noise in Reddit groups also. But yeah, it seems like a gamma squeeze could be occurring with AMC right now, which is why the stock was going to the moon. Now, the final point I want to touch on with AMC stock is the very intriguing relationship between the AMC CEO and the retail investing community, mainly that of Wall Street Bets. So it seems that the CEO of this company does actually support this community, and there's some facts to back this up. So on AMC's earnings call, he made the point that 80% of outstanding shares of AMC are held by 3.2 million retail investors. So basically the CEO of AMC stated, they own AMC, I work for them. So basically he works for the meme stock community. Now, you might think most CEOs would just dismiss this as complete rubbish. However, AMC went one step further. And on their earnings call, they actually referenced a gorilla meme. And then things got even more strange. So AMC actually decided to invest $50,000, and also another guy at AMC decided to invest $50,000 also of his own personal money to support some gorilla charity. Now, a lot of the Reddit community and the retail investors call themselves the Ape Army, so this is clearly a sign for support for that gorilla meme and also for the retail investing community. And basically the idea of what AMC is trying to do with this is they are considering this 3.2 million investors who own AMC stock as supporters of AMC as a company, and they consider them to be brand ambassadors who want the company to succeed and may actually attend and watch some of their movies in the future. Whether that will all play out in the future and you'll go to AMC and you'll buy meme merchandise and whatever else AMC decides to sell to actually piggyback off this retail investing trend, who knows? That may happen in the future, but it's all speculation at this stage. Now, the last major risk I can see with this AMC saga and how it plays out is what happened previously with the whole Robinhood situation. So as many of you guys know, and I covered this previously on the channel, Robinhood actually shut down trading on all these meme stocks previously, so AMC, GameStop, etc. And that caused the stocks to plummet. So many of these brokerage firms could do that again, especially if they're leaned on by some of these hedge funds which have major short positions in these stocks. So there's a lot of different factors at play right now. So it's a very interesting situation, and let's see how this unfolds. I'd love to hear your thoughts, guys. So please do comment below. Will the stock continue going to the moon, or will it all end in tears as it did previously? I'd love to hear your thoughts, guys. So please do comment below. And remember, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to join the investing family by hitting that subscribe button, turning that notification bell on. And if you did find any value in this video at all, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the channel. And with that being said, I hope you guys all have an incredible day, and I'll see you in my next video. Invest safe.